Okay.
You're here with me now. Congrats.
Mm,
You're in call. Oh my god. Yummy here. Oh my god.
wow.
Wow. Hi, Bum. Alright, let's start up Tickfinity, because I think I forgot to do that, actually. I always forget something with TikTok. Nope, that one I didn't want that. I wanted Tickfinity. I didn't want to hear Flint and Steel in my ear. I need to make sure VTS Pog is grabbing from VTS Pog, and then I'll be good. Pog helper, safe. Alright. Alright, connect. Oh yeah, I didn't start TikTok live, so stream is offline. No shit. Go live. Alright, TikTok is now also live. We have TikTok, and we have Twitch, and we have me going to be playing Bowgun.
I heard from the others.
And how it's become shit. The entire time.
Mm.
Because why else would I do anything? Okay. Is there any... Let me see. Is there any Haunter friends online? Rowans... Not really. People are here, but not really. So, it's just gonna be me doing random bullshit. Let's see what hunts I can do.
Oh, so you're playing Moon Knight tonight?
Yeah, I'm playing Moon Knight. I'm playing Moon Knight all night long. Alright, let's go. Let's go this. Man, I actually do enjoy people messing with my hair. That's one of the few things I enjoy. Not opposed, but I'm also not for. You know?
Right.
Alma. Right?
I'm happy to help
Whatever.
anytime.
Alright, I need... What, on steak? Some spread ammo.
Wow, Ultron is pathetic.
We're gonna go get some clips of me being bad. Oh my god. Wah! Spread being bad already. I love it. I love doing stuff that's bad. I love being bad at spread. Just something that's entirely not viable anymore. It's always this. So I get to talk about animation lock. I get to talk about random bullshit. It's so much fun. Like, I am literally playing Monster Hunter again for another English project. Like, it's fucking crazy that I can just do that. And then I get to just, like, capture clip and be bad with spread. Because why else would I do anything on a Sunday night? Alright, I think I got enough clips of animation lock against him. Let's see if I can actually do anything like... with the dodges that you can do. Yeah, that tracks about right. That even with like... yeah, that tracks. It's like even with all the movement from that, like... it's just not enough, ever. Ever. It's never, ever enough, actually. It's like, do anything useful. I get to hear it happen, though. I've never not gotten hit by the bulldoze move. Which is, like, weird. Oh, there's a sweet spot under his legs. Okay. I have to remember that. Like, in the just middle of his legs. Thank you for the follow. Also, there's a sweet spot. I'll have to, like, remember that for other runs. It's like only the dodge roll is also only to one direction, too. Like, sometimes it, like, works in your favor, and other times it's just, like, complete and utter bullshit. And I can only hit the sweet spot while shooting down the F. That's crazy to me. That's actually crazy. Like, absolutely nutty. Wow, that actually hit me. Sir? I would appreciate if you, like, just died. Hey, Gabby, what's up? There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. TikTok did it too.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have audio issues right now. Don't worry, Gabby. All of my audio was reset completely for everything. Like, even TikTok says there's like, I'm capturing this one. 37 hours. Wait, really? How long? Tell me. 31. That's pretty good.
Okay, I go eat.
Go eat. See ya. Let's go hunt the Congalala, I think. I'm so sorry. I'm just being bad. It's like, where's another, like, weak ass monster at? I thought there was a Congalala here. I mean, it is a 5-star Conga, but yeah. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We are just doing random bullshit. And by random bullshit, I mean we are getting stuff for an actual English class. Which is crazy to me that I can do this for an English class. Just getting clips and farming it. It's like I'm talking about, like, how bad this is. Like the weapon I'm using. They've absolutely, like, ruined Light Bowgun. Appreciate you, Gabby. Always fun. Stab. Stab. Bah, 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 bah.
Failed authorized target sight. Commence the hunt.
Like, even... Like, even fighting, like, low-level monsters... Like, even trying to account for, like... Like, some decent amount of anything coming from him. Like, he doesn't have the best hit zones, obviously. But, like... Like, say, if, like, the rollback from the knockback was just, like, a little further, it'd be, like, completely fine. So it'd be enough to dodge. But it sits inside that, like, super awkward spot. That it's, like... And the animation lock for it is just so bad. There you go. I saw the message. I'll check it out. I'll check it. You mean a sculpture? A yo? Like, it's just barely not enough to dodge things. Just barely. I mean, I'm also not choosing like the best monster to fight for it. But it does enough. The knockback is the rollback on it is just barely not enough. It's that really awkward distance that makes everything terrible. Hey, Alpha. And that hit me. Whee! He didn't drop out of the sub-war, as far as I know. Yep, I am pain. Just barely enough to die. So let's do this shit. I don't know. Not enough and too little at the same time. I'm gonna do the last bit of killing with the riding mechanic, so you can just like see kind of how bad it is. With the newest update, they like reduced the damage from 10% reduction to 60% reduction. So it's just not really viable anymore. Also, by the way, for the amount of HP, I don't know any specifics. It's really funky, like... Like, the knockback is bad. Like, it's a slightly more viable, obviously, on heavy bowgun versus, like, bowgun. But it's still, like, really, really bad. Alright, you sleep. And then I dodge back to the side. And then I do this. And then some things happen sometimes. Like, it is just monumentally bad. Nighty night, Gabby. Okay. Like, that took way too long for that fight. Should have been. Now, next up, I'm going to be hunting some more shit, and I'm going to be comparing it to the Pierce Bowgun build I have. Which is way, way, way better. To be fair, I put a decent chunk of work to try and make this shotgun build work at any amount of viability. Like, it has so much in it. Like, even the evade window is massive to try and increase it to some fucking degree to be able to do anything. But on the other side, here is going to be the bubbly set. And we'll see how fast these take me. Or how long, I should say. Is there a similar monster anywhere? I mean... Tempered Lala or Tempered Lala? Tempered Lala should be decent for the... Same tier, but he's tempered. I guess Lala would be the correct answer then. Not Tempered Lala. Alright, skill time. Let's kill normal Lala just to compare it to that build. See how fast I can burn through it. This Pierce build. This is gonna go really fast. Like, part of it is because I have near 100% crit, or 100% crit at all times. Part of it is that I have the high base power. Part of it, I have the ability to actually fucking dodge, unlike the other builds. Like, even, like, doing minimal amounts of damage here from, like, the weird shit I'm doing here. I'm still doing more. Just because I probably have less downtime. And as per usual, I'm fighting the camera more than anything right now. Camera hunter. Got hit the first time, so... Oh, and double hit. Cool. Triple, I guess, technically. Could it, like, hold still for, like, half a second? That'd be appreciative. I did ask for the hold still. Didn't mean like that, but... Like, also, as you're watching this, like, the meter just comes back so much faster. Activate bubbly. Max might is up. I'm doing this. It's not the most optimal damage, but right now it's fine. I did hit it, but I didn't hit what I wanted to do. We are gonna catch up to it pretty quick here. Hopefully it just stops, doesn't like do its thing. So you're currently still under 5 minutes for this hunt. Which is a little... like... It lets you see how much output these two weapons have in comparison, quite truly. And it's dead. Just like that. And this hunt took way less time than the other one. How much less time? Let's see. A whole 6 minutes less. It was 30. It was 3 times as fast. Like in a box, in a white box, the DPS for the other weapon is good. But it's just bad. Like, really bad. Like, if I'm in a group of, like, 4, then, like, maybe it's useful. But other than that, it's just, like, gone. So, like, even in this build, it is crit boost 3. I get to put a bunch more crit boosting because I don't need the extra evade window to make it even halfway viable. I have evade window, obviously, 'cause I like evade window, but besides that, Like, base, I have 54% crit. Like, that's not including weakness exploit or slicked blade. At all. Which is insane to me. That these things aren't even, like, calced yet for it. Because, like, weakness is going to give me another 30. So I'm already at 84. And then slicked blade puts me at 100% all the time. Just having 3 dodges. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And it's just...
I heard from the others.
I wish other ammo types were better. Also, I hate that slicing isn't at all on the light bowgun, and it's just sad. And like, even on heavy, sticky bowgun is completely and utterly useless. They cut out everything useful to it. It's just sad. It's like, it's just light. It's just one type. That's all it is. What I do need to do though is build a new normal build.
What are we making today?
Let's see. So normal 2 is 6. Ballistics 3 is fine. Crit eye 3, 2, 1. Normal ammo magazines. That's double magazines. Thank you for the follow. Normal ammo magazines, special ammo. That's double magazines. Ear spread. Like your pierce bowgun option. Where's one of the normal ones? It's what is it? Spread ammo. I don't need more spread. Spread is just bad. And it hurts my soul. Oh, there's this one. This one pisses me off too. Tetrad shot. But it's impossible for it to have 4 ammo. Tetrad shot 3, but it's impossible to have 4 ammo. This shit pisses me off. Alright, Cuckoo, what are you? 2-4, rapid fire, normal. 220, 0, 3, 2, 1. LE boost, LE boost. So you have double boost, so only one of them is actually going to be normal boost, probably.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty.
One thing about this.
Ready
Let's
to get to
craft
work?
it just cause. I think Basarios, or not Basarios, Gravios is the one who's gonna end up being the normal bowgun. Unless, like, some motherfucker comes out of, like, nowhere and just, like, yeets me into the stratosphere for what I want to do. Okay, Gore might be the option, actually. Gore might be the option. The problem is it doesn't have that... I need Hunter Symbol 3s to craft it.
Look good.
But I want to craft all the bowguns anyways, so I'll get there.
Alrighty.
I can still check it out there. Because that's the one I'm using right now. Okay. Customize the bowguns. That's a heavy bowgun. I don't want a heavy. I just want lights. I do have the Titan pins already. And it is normal. It's normal 3, normal ammo magazine. 4 with that, so it's a 2 base. 4 is fine. What about you? Normal ammo magazine. And you don't have a normal ammo boost. So it's rapid fire mount would be the answer. So it'd be 3, 4. It's gonna be 3, 4, 220. 3, 2, 1 at the final end. And it's critical elements, so completely useless. Versus special ammo boost, which is also completely useless. Cuckoo might actually be the answer, and I hate that this is the thing. Normal ammo magazine. Rapid fire on. So it's 2.5, 220, 0, 2. That might be enough to make it viable. We're equipping Cuckoo. Alright. First things first, we're going to go into the training zone, and we are going to craft up some Cuckoo bullshit. Make something viable. Sublistics is going to be actually useful to us. And it's just a silly weapon, too. So, for this, it's probably just going to be like 2 or 3 piece core. So Mizusune is on the bottom. That's going to stay there. Core pants isn't worth it. Gore arms aren't really worth it. So it is a really good song. So is it just gonna be like gore chest? 3-1 gore chest. And I think it's ebony head. Also the Jeff, yeah, the Jeff is good though. Come on. 2-2. Gore 2-piece, ebony, arc fan. Your weakness to X2 is hard not to beat though. Alright. So what are we at now? So let's just remove everything, see where we're at. Basically the same. So we just need 1 for Wex. Wow. And then we can go normal shots up. And I think so we'll be at what? That's the weakness exploit. Do I have the room for another? I don't have a room, so I want to stay at 5. Max might is the option, I think. But I don't have the rights, so counter is going to be swapped to max. So that's 30, 25. 30, 25, 20. It's not going to be enough, is it? It's going to be 75% crit. We're getting close. And, like, I might as well get the last point of burst because I'm here and I have a piece of gore. Do you have any? It's fine. Actually, is there something better I can put in the head? 3, 2, 1, get an agitator. This is very fun with the group. Can confirm. This opens another 3 slot, and burst wouldn't be too bad. Do that, and then I can swap the exploiter to antivirus. Then I need 1 more Wex. Boop. Okay, and then I have an agitator. Is that better though? It's 3%. Is 30% really worth it? Is it worth it? I mean, I have to have this 3. Like, max might, that's I mean, that kind of tracks. I need to go crit eye. So I need that, and then I do crit boost because I'm at that point where it's just slightly better. And then I do Divine Blessing, followed by Defense Boost. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Alright. Is Zoe's better? Zoe's... Give me an Agi 3. I don't think it's valuable. I think I'm at where I need to be, though. For, like, semi-viable. So, I need to set up a quick 10-second timer. And then, boop! Ten seconds, 9:62. That's crazy sex. Yeah, it's the same weapons as World, but it's slightly different. So let's reset this. So there's a lot of kickback on the triple blast there. It's actually less damage to do it that way. Cool. All right, let's reset. I did it again by accident, actually. I'm stupid. Okay. Alright. 1200 damage. That's actually pretty sick. And I can get really close with ballistics, and I can also get decently far with ballistics. So this actually might have an overall higher uptime. Yeah, I'm decently interested in most weapons myself. So while we're doing this, let's register you here and compare you to this one. It's ooh, it's still the same almost. That extra raw matters so much. Hold on. Cause it's a gore, 2-piece gore, chain blade, flare. Wait, flare? Why do I have flare? Oh, because it was an old build. I can get 2 more Wex in this. So I'm going to get Wex in this. So this is going to have slightly more damage. So now let's turn on all the training settings. No wounds. Antivirus. Gore. Apply. Reset and... all ones. Do not do enough to reset core. Change equipment. Shift. Let's register. Register. Yes. Let's go back to loadout 15. Training settings. Selecting skills. Also agitator. Reset and... It's just slightly less. Alright, with full crit. $1,200. With full passive, it's 1,200. Let's swap back to the other one. Let's get past the passive. That like 20-point higher, like base hit, just 10-point higher side means so much. All right. Reset and go. $1,200. So after everything, they get about to the same point. The other one gets a massive boost from that, but also the other one is able to, like, be able to actually sit through with ballistics, able to actually have, like, the ability to fight at multiple ranges. So I think this one runs out at the end, and I think I'm going to re-register it. Alright, we're going to do a fight with this now. Do we have... Oh, good, we have a Kangalala. Great quest. 4-star Kanga, he's the same as the other one, except depart quickly. And we'll compare damage chances this way. See how that goes. Oh my god. This is gonna go a lot better than shotgun, I think. Like, a normal is less viable than Pierce, I think. But they might have made it more viable technically with this patch, so we'll see.
We received supply items.
Do
Don't let them
this.
go to waste.
Okay. Let's go find our favorite punching bag. Farunky. He's not actually my favorite punching bag. My favorite punching bag is Quamatrice. Fire Chicken. He is my favorite boy to smack around. But I don't have a million Quamatrices spawning right now, so... Fire Monkey it is. So I can get my clips for class. So I can get to VOD review shit. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, this is doing a lot more damage. I'd prefer if you didn't, like... Yeah, and normalize it a little better. Which is great, but still. Like, making it somewhat better viability is great and all. Like, the balance patch is gonna happen eventually. Like, I'm not even optimal right now. Like, the amount of time you're in the rapid fire mode, with how much viability, or how much more power it actually gives is pretty crazy. Comparison. You just, like, burn through it so fast and normal. Like in Pierce, it's like half and half, but normal, it's like 25% of the time you're in it. Like, even when I'm messing up, I'm not messing up as much. And I'm only messing up because I'm being greedy instead of just like because of my weapon. And it's just doing so much more, I think. We'll see in a second if it's actually doing more, because we'll have, like... And I walked into it. If I just kept going right, I would have been fine. Why would I just, like... Why wouldn't I sabotage myself? Why wouldn't I sabotage myself? Whee! Like the amount of random bullshit I can achieve by just like participating. This is, yes, I have played World and Iceborne.
Make sure
I have also soloed Fatalis with, I think, 3 weapons so far. I think it was a light bowgun, hammer, and dual blades. So I do very much love that game. I've put tons and tons of hours into it. Yeah. I'm very familiar with Monster Hunter. I'm a 3rd fleet player. Which means I've been playing since Try. On the Wii, by the way, with motion controls. I started with motion control playing Lance on Monster Hunter Try on the Wii. I really hope they rework them. I am currently actually getting clips for a analysis paper actually that I'm doing in my English class. Specifically about bowguns and how they're just shitty. And it's just bad. I really do hope they do update bowguns, because bowguns quite literally are the bottom of the list for like damage output right now. Which I find is really funny. It's like, I mean, to be fair, normally they're like number 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like up there. But they are bottom of the barrel dumpster fire. Like, there's only one singular way to play the game. And it's just sad. Alright. There's the viability test. Alright. But I think a lot of weapons are going to get balanced. They still haven't figured out how to balance Gunlance at all. So, like, multiple weapons are useful. So this one is 7 minutes, which is, like, in the between portion. Still, like, 2.5 minutes faster than Spread, but still, like, 4 minutes slower than Light Bowgun. So, not Light Bowgun, for Pierce. So Pierce is 3 times higher damage output than Spread, and twice as much as normal. Yeah, like, oh my god, Rise Hammer felt so great with the counter swing and all that junk. Oh, I felt it so good. Also, I just want to sit on a ledge and bonk. I just want to be in the air and bonk. Back and forth, and 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 back. Do a little jig, go back and forth, you know? Alright. So I didn't know how bad, like, the damage disparity is between the 3 weapons, the 3 ammo types that Light Bowgun could use. I mean, the other option is Elemental. What is Kongolala weak to? Actually, hold on. I have tried my damage to make it vital. They're all neutral except for fire in his head. But in this game, in this version, it is so unbalanced, it is shit. It is absolute garbage. Like, in a white room, it does more damage. Thank you for the follow. In a white room, it does more damage. Like, I've tried it. It works fine. And when you have a team of 4 people and they're keeping the monster's attention instead of you, you can output so much damage. But that is not a likely scenario at all, ever. And it's just sad. So now we need to build a fire bowgun set. Hello, random person who has joined from TikTok. I'm 900% certain. Alright.
Anything catch your eye?
Play bowgun. Ooh, what weapon's gonna be best? Fire. I need elemental fire. Prefer an elemental fire too. A cuckoo. Cuckoo is up there. Alright. I hate that cuckoo's an option. I think the option is probably... I mean, what's cuckoo's rapid fire? It has rapid fire fire. It might actually be decent to actually do. Zoe might actually be the answer. It has rapid fire flaming. Breathless. We'll try Zoe actually. We'll swap to the spread bad build real quick. And we will swap some stuff out. Where's the crit element? Crit element. Do I have crit element fire? Crit element ballistics, crit element thunder, crit element ballistics it is then. Alright. And then we're going to customize the bowgun real quick. Elemental boosts, we have that up. So we have 5, and then elements boosts, we have 6. Like, the way spread needs to be boosted, like, the way they have it is fine. Ish. So how they have it currently is it has a lot of damage, but a massive drawback. And the massive drawback is it has a massive amount of recoil, which is understandable. That's usually what you do for more powerful ammo types. But because of its massive recoil and the point of it where the recoil is at, I think the better option is to make the recoil move you further, actually. And this is a weird take. Because in one of the fights, the Kongolala original fight I was doing, to show how bad spread is, attacking it, and I was just like just barely out, like just barely in his hitboxes to be hit for that recoil. So if it pushed you further but had the same amount of recoil it has for before you can reload and fire again, I think it would be okay. Because then it's a game of you need to shoot and reposition yourself over and over again. So. Because then you have the, then you have to pay attention to where you're positioned at so you can shoot yourself and get the damage off and be out of the way. So you're playing the game of like a dodge tank kind of thing with the spread. Once you're at that point though, and it's a matter of skill. Basically how it works. And thank you for petting Jeff. Jeff has been a good boy today. So I don't know if I'll need extra flaming ammo, so I am going to transfer items. Restock. All. Ammo pouch. I have all the ammo I can use, so I need to transfer in... Excuse me. I need to transfer in... Oh, I don't have very many fire herbs. Because I haven't been thinking about it. Alright. God. Maybe, maybe not. I run through like 50, 60, 70 people a day. When I stream. Actually, what's Lalabarina's? Well, it's he's also weak to fire, so yes, I'll do Lalabarina. I'll do the 4-star Lala, so we can create it. And we'll be, like, somewhat stable. Like, going back to World, though, is, like, insane to do. Because that spread was insanity. I think one of the main things what we need to do to, like, be able to balance the bowguns is put in recoil mods. But the recoil mods either need to be, like, they either need to like be fully customize the bowgun and put ballistics instead of as a skill instead of that into mods. Put like 3 mods instead of 4 instead of the 2 it already is. Do that. Another option is putting ballistics not on the weapon slot and putting a recoil modifier instead there, so that people can build anti-recoil instead in those slots that would normally do ballistics. Yeah, I don't really remember you. God, he is weak to fire. But like, the amount of return on the like rapid fire gauge is nothing. But I've also haven't played Elemental Bowgun in this version of the game yet, so... his favorite treat is Boeing 747 screws. Crafting list, I need to craft some shit. And I think, like... the answer to, like, redo these fast... I mean, currently spread is king. If you can get a high elemental damage, it's that, but, like... yeah, Lala is, like, dead. Yeah. So, that is the elemental. Let's see how balanced this is. That was a 4-star Lalabrina, so we'll see how this is. That was a 3:30 complete time. So it's the same speed as Pierce, which is still crazy. Now, mind you, I am also very much a min-maxer. The only thing I really did was to swap this jewel out for opener, and then it's just, yeah. That just did so much so fast. And that was just with, like, a non-optimal setup, too. It's like, it's just 4-piece Goron Arkfell. Which, I mean, you could say that's optimal. But I think there's a better version of it out there. Yeah. Pierce has always been the get-go best, but I am trying to get a consensus on times, personally, so I can, like, put them, because I am, if you've read the title, I'm actually collecting data for a English paper. Well, it's not an English paper, it's for a, like, video presentation. But, so I'm collecting clips and stuff of that, doing stuff to get those, and talking about the state of the bowgun itself, and changes that need to be made, because there are a lot. It's like having crit elements is sick. That is probably what killed everything. And I think I'd do even better if I had, instead, if I had, like, element that was, I had a crit element, whatever, that was helpful. It's like Thunder or Dragon. If I was fighting with either of those, I'd be even better off. Also, it helps that I have White Flame Torrent, which is fire. So yeah. Yeah, the ammo is just like... The Congalala took me almost 10 minutes with the shotgun. Like, on paper, the shotgun build is actually really good. Like... I say spread bad. Oh my god, I hate that map thing. I need to disable that. So I'm gonna go to the training area. And we'll just do a 10-second, like, spread of damage. Like, 1,300 damage. Without the abilities online. So, like, if I set that to off, skills selected, coalescence, antivirus, gore, apply changes. We'll get the gore boost real quick, and then we will swap. Alright. Wait for it to go off. Alright. And, like, the thing that they did the best so far to make it 1459. It's like, that's a lot of damage. Like, here. The fastest for this is still the same thing. So, yeah, the Digimon graphics looks fucking sick. And I couldn't get the shot off, but in the 10 seconds, so I didn't count it. But it's 1,400 damage either direction, which is, like, insane. But the reason you use this over the other one is you can do this. You can do stuff like that. In a clip is 1,500 damage. If even more if you're actually in the zone when you're talking about it, like. But yeah. It's like the damage on it is fucking crazy. We'll change back to the other builds. We'll go to Pierce real quick. Just raw. This is just my Pierce build. Turn on Slick Blades. Just don't have to do anything. Cool. I need to plug my headphones in though. You're a little close to death. Like an idiot. Alright. Alright. Let's see. I can't. So I didn't charge him over the weekend while I was gone. Alright. Alright, let's get into position and like 1,400 damage. I did an extra shot actually. That was over 10 seconds. So I need to actually redo that again. I just saw. So we need to do this again because I'm stupid. $1,300. So it does less. And then we'll do this. $2,400. 2,400 damage. Like 2,400. That is fucking insane. Like, the damage difference is crazy. Like, it's literally 1,000 more. It's almost twice as strong. It's like in the field, it's 3 times as effective because you can actually reposition yourself viably, unlike the other build. So if I go to my normal Cuckoo build here, which is just slightly better than the Gravios, that's what we're doing right now. We are talking about that. Oh my god. Mid at best. Mostly just bad. They are bottom of the barrel damage-wise. So, let's get... Oh, I want to do this, actually. So we'll just sit here. We'll get Gore, and then we'll do the timing for this one. Like, the range isn't bad on them. Okay. Alright. Wait for it to go away, and we'll do this 10 seconds. It's like, it's not bad. I'm gonna get 2 clips exactly from this. So 1,000 damage. Hey, yo, Hammer Bros. Hammer Bros Unite. Alright. Then we will do this. I did not hit start on the timer. I am so smart. $1,400. It's like normal and the shotgun are balanced in damage wise. They are not balanced with Pierce in mind. Thank you for the follow. Now the main problem is normal is viable because I can do this. I can walk around and shoot. It has the same damage as the shotgun. Has the same damage as the shotgun. That's why it's viable. Even just a little bit. Then when we're talking about spread, we're talking about, like, full on, we have to commit. Like, complete nutter. Like, the only way to play it is this way. Cancel out the reload. And just pray. You sit there and pray. You're playing Cabela's Big Game Hunter. You sit there like a duck, and you get shot and hit. Because the knockback isn't enough. That you can't dodge out of attacks. And even when you're in this, like, you have such a mega redux afterwards. And, like... And part of the problem with this roll is, which is a cool roll, but the animation is so slow, and the iframes on it are so bad, and the directional control is so bad because it's based upon where your camera is facing with the keys. You can only go left or right. So if you want to, like, curve yourself, you have to shoot this way, so you lose damage when you're rolling. So that was focus aim. So bows are always in focus mode. Always. When you hold right click, this is focus mode. This is non-focus mode. You can just freestyle shot if you want. But this is focus mode. When you have the reticule, that is focus mode. They just put focus mode as the bowgun. So even in focus mode, you have so little control over the shotgun recoil that you can't really do much with it. Compare those to Pierce over here. The golden child, apparently. Negative of Pierce is you have to be a distance away from the monster. I don't know the timing yet of, like, to get, like... And it sticks you in animations. So, one of the reasons Bowgun was decently good, and very, very good, actually not decently good, so good in World, is the ability to double-step reload. Just let me, like, build up my meter back here for a sec. Okay. This has it. But it's only in the focus mode here. It's only in the F mode. And it's only after you dodge afterwards. And it sticks you in an animation, and it makes you vulnerable. It's an extra long dodge, though, which is nice. It has decent iframes to it, but it's slow. And when you're in Bowgun, you're just flipping between the 2 meters. Over and over again. And the focus mode is so easy to obtain for Pierce that you're in it 75% of the time. Like 60-70% of the time you're in it. And you're doing twice the damage as the others in this focus mode area. In this this mode switch, I guess. But you can't do this mode all the time. It's a good thing. It's the rapid fire mode. That's what it is. And it's a good thing they implemented it because it makes you have to, like, actively play the game. That's what they're looking for Bowguns, because a lot of the complaint people have is that they weren't straightforward to use and they were unfun because you're playing Cabela's Big Game Hunter, basically. Because you stared at spreadsheets and then you just looked at the monster and shot it. So what they did here is they tried to make it more incentivized to actually use the focus mode, or the rapid fire mode, by swapping it onto this. So I need to, like, figure out, like, the timing. Because you can just, like... Yeah. This Bowgun build is insane. I am very much a weirdo. So, Niflmist, Mizusune, 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 Arkfeld, Mizusune. All of them beta, easy peasy. Exploiter Charm. Does even more damage with the Corrupted Mantle. Thank you for the follow. Pierce 3, Critical Jewel, Critical Jewel. This is 100% crit, by the way. Chain Jewel, Mighty Jewel, Mighty, Tenderizer, Friendship, because it's you can, and a Chain. I think... Recoil, I think what they need to do is they need to add a barrel mod. What they should do is add a barrel. Same way as you customize the Bowguns now, put a barrel mod. Put a third option, put an option of mods, ammo, and barrel right here. Just put a box, make it barrel. Make it barrel mods. Have your recoil barrel, have your long barrel, and have your power barrel. I think you should do a short barrel, long... You should have 4 options. Not all of them are available on all weapons, obviously. That would make it funny. But long barrel, short barrel, power barrel, and recoil. So, like, silencer or whatever the fuck. Long barrel for increasing range, short barrel for decreasing your range. So your critical distance will shift forward. Long barrel shift it back. A power barrel will just increase the damage by, like, 5% or something. And then the recoil will work on recoil. Because the only recoil we currently have now is opening shot, which is at 3 points, is a 5% recoil reduction. Which is necessary to put on any shotgun to make it even halfway viable. The only reason this weapon right here is somewhat viable is White Flame Torrent. Because every other fucking shotgun blast pops White Flame Torrent. So you just add another 50 free damage. So it doesn't really matter what range you're at. So you're just popping it. Pop, pop, pop. But it's so frustrating to not be able to like do anything with it. But like those options would be a choice that you could balance the bowguns around, because then you could put those recoil ones on the wings that need it, all the shotguns. You need to have it be some amount of like reduction. Like even just like a slow moving reload would be better than the like animation lock that you're in. That would be fine. That would make it viable. Power barrel, just do a little bit of damage. Short barrel, shift it so it's for closer range. Long barrel, make it longer range. Power barrel, and you have 4 options for the bowgun, and you have options to move everything around. So like for the Niffle Mist, you would probably, I don't think it would be too busted. I think that's the energy of this weapon. That's the whole point of the bowguns. Is they're customizable. That was their identity. They're extremely customizable for whatever playstyle you wanted to do. But they removed that identity in this game. Those barrel mods would just, I think, be enough. Yep. They're very min-max weapons. You just like do one thing or the other, one thing or the other, one thing or the other. And one of my other one of my other gripes with this weapon is there's no slicing ammo on the light bowgun. Period. Oh, none. No. Pisses me off. Like, it's not a good weapon ammo type. But I just want to use it. I just want to cut tails of the gun. It's funny. And I can't do the funny. And like, so currently, like, the weapon types, the ammo types that are completely useless on both bowguns, by the way, are currently spread, slicing, sticky, clustering, poison, paralysis, sleep, recover, demon, armor, exhaust, and then Trank has some small viabilities here and there. So half of all of the ammo types are completely useless. In clusters are not available on light bowguns. Slicing is not available on light bowguns. And I don't think Wyvern is available on light bowguns either, and it's only sometimes available on heavy bowguns. I've only crafted one heavy bowgun because I wanted to like try out a like cluster build from like on top of the Cycrid, but they kind of nerfed that damage into the fucking ground by 60%. So like I'm just gonna swap this out just for shits and giggles. Heavy bowgun, sorry, not light. It's like I wanted to do like a Cycrid cluster bomb alternate weapon build. Like cluster is okay. Like look at that damage. Pretty decent actually. 1700 damage. Like that is a lot of damage in just that short amount of time. But it is literally half of all of the ammo types are completely useless. Now, to be fair, cluster bomb is you have to sit still for. Actually, can I use the Cycrid for cluster bomb still? Hold on. I can't use Cycrid cluster bombs anymore. So they also disabled cluster bombs on the Cycrid. So you have to be off the Cycrid to use clusters. So like, hold on for a second. Let me just like equip Artillery 3 real quick. Cool, I have attack, so I'll put attack 3 and then I'll do Artillery 3 and I'll just see what the fuck happens. I have a couple Artillery 3 jewels, but I'm just lazy. Boop. So is Artillery not affected at all? It's just attack. So it's just attack. Okay. So Artillery doesn't affect it at all, so just attack boost, attack boost. So I guess attack 5 is the max, so 3, 4, 5. And then what? Like, fucking blast attack? I have no idea. It doesn't matter. So I just like boop, boop. It just feels wrong. Like it should affect it, right? It just feels like it should. $900 damage though. Like, hold on. Let me just like. Some of them didn't hit, but 1200 damage with cluster. Kinda nutty. Like 10 seconds, 1200 damage. Like, I will run this as my alternate, I think, actually, on all of my light bow guns. Hold on, let me just, like, swap to, like, Gun Pierce, because that's actually what I'd use. I'd swap you. And instead of Blast, I'll just run... I don't fucking know. There's nothing to, like, actually do. Ooh, is Exhaust, Focus, Power Prolonger, Slugger, Stamina Thief. Is Exhaust on here? Razor Sharp. Yeah. It's unrealistic unless there's a huge opening. That's basically it. It's critical stacks, critical element, sleep, paralysis. Where's Exhaust? I thought Exhaust existed. Hold on. Stamina Thief. It's Stamina Thief. Do I not have a Stamina Thief 1 jewel? Oh, there it is. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm just stupid. Don't mind me. So let's register this on Lightbook on Pierce. So this is not set up. So if I have a major opening, like someone is mounted, I will swap to the Gravios Howl and I will prep clusters. And then I'll at least do a bunch of exhaust damage to it with the explosives. And that's like only if like the rapid fire mode for the Niffle Mist is not ready. I will swap to Gravios and do clusters and go boom, boom, boom. It doesn't do any knockout damage. It doesn't actually do anything. Exactly. It is completely and utterly brutal. It just feels bad. Like anything, like just bleh. For Bogan, everything is just bleh. Like, Pierce in Elemental Pierce, the only reason, like, even Elemental Pierce, the requirement for Elemental Pierce to be viable is to have Rapid Fire or Normal Pierce as an option, as Normal Pierce as an option to shoot, so you can regen your Rapid Fire Pierce for the like the elemental ammo. Because if you don't have that, then you're just kind of fucked. It's like even this is like 1500. Yeah, it's sticky. Wait, also the Gravios Howl used to have sticky on it as an option. Hold on. Gravios Howl doesn't have sticky ammo anymore. They removed... I stole him because he's my baby boy. And I want to give him hugs and head pats. And Boeing 747 screws because he wants to munch crunch. But... So I need a new sticky weapon. Because that was the point of the Gravios Howl, was it had sticky. It doesn't have sticky anymore. I didn't even know that. Because of how fucking stupid. And... God, it used to have sticky before this last update. The fuck happened? That guy's hair wasn't showing it.
Got something in mind?
So we need Sticky 2, Yankaku. Or, yeah, Yankaku. Wyvern ammo, oh my god, Fulgur. It exists. Wyvern ammo, oh my god, it exists. Cluster, slicing. Wyvern. I think our best option is actually going to build an Ardean weapon here.
Alright, let's see what we can come up with.
Alright. Blast attack. Blast attack. I don't have a blast attack, I only have blast affinity. I need that to do blast 2. Or sticky 2. Alright.
Look good?
So forge this real quick. It's called the Griefin. Of course it is. We'll also do a light bow gun just for the comparison real quick. I cannot do blast attack. Cancel forging, yes. So I am gonna go.
Fit you to a T. Well, what can I do for you?
So let's go back to the training area real quick. Sticky has the same problem as the Pierce, because it doesn't matter. Ignition mod doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's not what we're looking for. Okay. Now we're going to set up equipment. We're gonna grab my artillery 3 jewel. One of them, I guess. Artillery 3. We're gonna attack 3. Grab the attack 2, because it doesn't matter. Okay, this is about as strong as you can get for Sticky. And then massive reload. 300 damage. That's it. The damage is so bad. Alright, let's just... I'm doing a 10-second management here, seeing what I can do. And that's it. Takes 6 shots for a KO. It does 600 damage. 10 seconds it requires. So the damage for Sticky... with Artillery 3, by the way. Artillery 3. Attack 5. Is... Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But it is as much as you could basically give it for a boost. Because nothing else affects it. Besides just raw attack. Like, the only thing that could be better is if I roll 5 attack on this thing. And even then, it's going to be 25 extra attack. And... we'll figure this out. Hold on. No, they would not. It's too much investment for not enough payoff. Divided by 1.04. So it's 20... 9, so it's 209 beforehand. So 209 plus 25 times 1.04 is 243 versus 217. Divided by 217 is 1 point, so that's 12% damage increase. So times that 96, you'd be hitting for 107, and you get 6 shots that off. So you'd be hitting for 645 instead of 600. You get 45 extra damage. 45 extra damage by getting a perfect roll. Like a 5% damage boost. Like, sticky is not good. Yes. And it's just bad. Like, let's remove those. And then if I go light bowgun, I think I have a light bowgun that will shoot sticky twos. So we can compare. Sticky 2-2. It's the Titan Panzer. Cool. Is there any other ones that shoot sticky toe? Just the Titan Panzer. Cool. Alright, so this one's getting offensive boost 3. Attack boost 3, I mean, sorry. Artillery 3. And we only get attack boost 4 on this one. Alright. Reload. 6. Oh my god, 58 damage. That's all you can do in 10 seconds. Yeah, 241 damage. The damage is literally half in the light bowgun. And it's as boosted as high as it can go. And this weapon is the optimal option for it because it has such a high base attack value. And I have the perfect jewels for it too. And it is still absolutely terrible. The only way it was half viable before was riding on a Psycrit, where it had a 10% damage reduction. But you could deal with the recoil, and you'd have slightly faster reloads. And you can be safe, and you can actually do stuff. But they reduced the damage by literally 60% now. Yes. Like, it is a very, very, very... Bowguns are in a horrible position, by the way. Thank you for the follow. I very much appreciate it. But they are in a absolutely horrible position and in need of a massive amount of reworking or tweaking to make them anywhere viable. Like, most of the time people just want a, hey, can we please have a reload mod? No? Well, thanks, I guess. Because the reload mod would make everything so much, like, smoother. So you can modify, like, how fast you reload. And I think they need to find a balance between what they currently have, which is a very interactive way to play the game, worrying about getting the rapid fire gauge and using it. I like that idea. But the problem is, they put the rapid fire gauge in and thought, this is going to be complicated enough. Let's simplify everything else. And by simplifying everything else, they unbalanced everything else. And since it's unbalanced, it just doesn't work. So Pierce is the only ever option for anything. It's just Pierce. It's just Pierce, and if you can prep it, Elemental Pierce. And, like, the Niflmist is the best option you have for Pierce and Water Pierce. Like, cool. But to do Elemental Water Pierce, you need to set up your weapon so it's not Pierce here. You need to set it to... You need to pre-prep it to Critical Element. Critical Element Ballistics is, like, the second best I could do here. Set your thing can crit, actually. I think it would be way too strong. And as you can see, Elemental Pierce does about the same as Pierce. 2,200 in that time frame. Just under 2,300. Like, it is... The numbers are so close that the only way Elemental Pierce is better than currently than Pierce is if the monster is extremely weak to that subject. What's one that's actually, like, really weak? Like, we need a 3-star weak. Or, like, a 4-star weak or something. Like, that's the way it is. So, and, like, even then, it's still, like, super iffy. And there's nothing that's really, like, a 3-star weak to anything. So, you're better off just literally running Pierce instead of Elemental Pierce. Thank you for the follow. Just because of that alone. Where's one of the apexes? Where's Raid Out? There it is. I think Raid Out is like one of the best things you can take a look at for this. And like it's still only like 2 weak to ice and 1 week to everything else. It's like none of the monsters really. I am so glad you're top 1% in Jerkmate duos. And good luck to you in the regionals. Here's one with 3 weakness. Zhuwu. But also Zhuwu is... His hit spots are not as like good enough to actually do damage to. Because they're so small and he's so slithery. He's like everywhere, so you only get 1 or 2 procs of it. Maybe 3. If you're like perfectly aiming. Thank you for the follow. And because of that, it's just like really funky to actually do anything. And even like Fulgur Anjanath here. Like, sure, he's too weak to ice on everything. And you could bring the ice and it'd be semi-viable, I guess. Because you'd hit the neck and you'd do more damage to the ice than you would, like, the bowgun normally, so you could just shoot through and it'd be fine. But also, you're just, like, gonna shoot the tail anyway. With that 4-star weak. And you're not actually gonna be doing much. So it's just a very weird functionality of everything, and it's just not enough. Like, the amount of, like, difference between Pierce and Elemental Pierce is so minimal on, like, even a monster that is super weak to it. Because, like, this is basically the best hit zones you could ever hope for, and it's basically the same amount of damage. Crit boost, Slick Blade, critical element, Pierce shots. Cool. So if I swap here... Like, it's resetting because it takes so long, which is really funny on me, honestly. But 3,600 in the 2 sets. Which, crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can customize it for Elemental here. Spread, normal, Pierce, special... Capacity, there we go. So we do that, and then we are at 6 water, so we're gonna be slightly better for water. So if we just like, also when we do this, we need to swap this. We do crit element, and then crit element ballistics. There we go. $1,800. 3,600. It does 3,600 basically. Like, they do near the exact same amounts of damage with the absolute best hit zones. So why would you ever build Elemental Pierce when you could just build Pierce and do the same amount of damage and not have to worry about swapping weapons? When you could just take this weapon and do like min-max perfect. Have 100% crit all the time because you're dodging. Have the extra iframes and just be a menace. Why wouldn't you do that? Like, there's not a downside. Alright. Yep, and at the end of it, it's just like, Pierce is the literal only option. Element is 100% viable, but you do the same amount of damage as prepping Pierce, and you have to switch between a bunch of weapons, when you could just build one single weapon and do the best there is already. Like, it's no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's literally just a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you? It is very disappointing. It's like, World and in Iceborne, you could at least, like, early world slicing was king. Cool. They fixed it, and then Sticky became king. Sticky and Spread. There were two builds you could do. Sticky and Spread. Actually, you could do three, actually. Four, actually. Because Sticky was viable. Very viable. Because it's really funny. Spread was viable for DPSing the hell out of a monster if you know how to position yourself correctly. And then Pierce and Elemental Pierce, or Element, were viable as well. Because you would use elemental weak monsters, you'd go Element, and you just, like, destroy them. I took advantage of this with the Elatrion fight. I built a bowgun with enough Element to carry 4 people if no one brought Element besides me. And for, like, 2 weeks straight, I just carried people through Elatrion, using that build. Because I could. Because I could guarantee everything, so he wouldn't kill, and I just jerky and all that junk. And then there's, like... And then there's Rise. Rise, there is a couple things that are viable. Which is Element and Pierce. You can see how it got reduced. Element and Pierce were the only things viable. So we went back to just 2. Went from 4 to 2 for Element and Pierce. And the reason Pierce was viable, and it wasn't viable on every monster, but it was viable on a decent chunk of them. But Element was still king. Because it was a rapid fire hitting, multi-hitting, and did more better. One of the only reasons I say Pierce is viable is because I held one of the Hunt world records with light bowgun using Pierce instead of Elemental Pierce for 3 months. Because I was bored for like a month and I learned to speedrun the game. And I held a spot for 3 months over Lord Veitner and someone in Team Darkside. And that is my claim to fame. So, there's that. Pierce demolished. It absolutely destroyed. Like, because I'm a min-maxer, I also had, like, the stat screen telling me how much damage I was doing. Because I was doing that because I was trying to speedrun the game. So I had the information in front of me at all times. And I would run into hunts, and, like, I'd be doing double everyone else's damage combined because I had just min-maxed so fucking hard. Yeah, let me pull up my spreadsheet real quick. So, I will quickly pull this on screen. Let me add window capture. Oh. So this is what I built. I did a spreadsheet and I tracked damages. I tracked average shots, total shots, burst shots, percentage hitting on soft parts, the true raw, the crit percentage, all of this stuff. Normal crit, the low normals, the crits, and I did all of this math so I could track what the highest DPS was. And like you could get the theoretical DPS and you could get like the highest percent total DPSs I've done. So, as you can see, Rapid Pierce 3.0 build, 389 was the highest DPS I did. That is a lot. That is enough to kill a max Curio monster in 3 or 4 minutes. Like, you can melt monsters. And this is before the major Curio updates. This build still does fucking insane damage. Even without the, like... This is after the first Curio update. Able to do that much damage. And it still does that against the current ones. At the end game. And if it was perfect hit zones, it does up to 540 DPS. Like, perfect white box. And it does so much. It is bullying. Like, it absolutely is bullying. Oh, what did I put in sheet 2? Oh yeah, 8 average, total averages, belows. And I tracked actual single digit numbers for stuff sometimes. But this... I'm a fucking maniac, and I tracked all this shit. And then I did a hunt with this rapid bowgun, with this rapid fire pierce bowgun build, and beat out Element, and held a world record for 3 months. Because I hyper-focused on it. And that was in Rise. And it was a really easy fight. I also used a different methodology for the dogs as well. Because I used sleep dogs instead of paralyzed dogs, because the animation for the sleep was a lot longer, and I could actually hit the better hit zones for the sleep. And I could get a wake up slap. Basically, do a little extra damage. So yeah. And, like, I got not even near one of the perfect runs, because, like, the perfect run, I calced it out, and I could get still another, like... I could still cut off another 15 seconds if I had a absolutely perfect run, where everything crit. Like, the percentage of that happening is so low. Because it was only, like, an 80% crit chance to get the highest viability damage. So yeah, I am an insane min-maxer. That is my claim to fame in Monster Hunter. But basically, when you're talking about the monsters in Rise, we're talking about 50 to like 75 DPS, end of master rank. That's pretty good damage you could do. And it's insane for me to think that you can even like do like 400 DPS basically to a monster. And I just took it in every hunt. That is like the 7th time someone has said that to me. And I take that as a major compliment. Thank you so much. We talking math in this bitch. So we have all that junk, and the bow is still mediocre. Which is the saddest thing in the world, is the bowgun is still so mediocre. Like, this does more damage, and it's just like a halfway shitty thrown together build. Let me just quickly. Alright. Alright, next up, we are going to go training settings, and we're going to turn on everything there is. Alright. We did it. And then reset damage, and... $2,600. And I missed an entire swing because I stunned it accidentally. With impact. 2,600 and almost 2,700 in 10 seconds. And this is not optimal. Like, the bowgun is perfectly optimized. Like, this is just like a halfway thrown together, non-optimal charge blade blast build. Without an elemental weakness. And it outperforms the optimal bowgun by a massive margin. Do I have a better razor sharp tool, I guess? I have a razor sharp slugger. I'll do that. So that's at least something I can do. So I have even more KO. And that just makes it better. Like, this is just a 4-piece gore, Sanity Charm, Arkfeld. And, like, it has chain. Like, it has, like, the Challenger tool stuff to, like, Agitator. Because it's like, oh, what am I going to do? So it's 25... So it's what? Hold on, let me just do a little bit of math here. Because I can optimize this a lot better right now. So I need 25 plus 15 plus 30 for max might. Tenderizer is 30. Oh, that's 100% crit. Never mind. It's 100% crit. It's just 100% crit on soft stuff. I just lied. I think what could be better is if I just rolled something better. Like, the biggest standout build depends on the weapon. My favorite standout build is actually Gunlance. Because it has, with this latest update, it actually has a couple builds you can do. Which is nice for Gunlance. I need to quickly save this, though. Register, yes. So, there is 2 different Gunlance stuffs. Well, there's actually 3 or 4, actually, technically, with armor types. So, let me just, like, show this off. Let me just, like, show off the combo. $2,500 damage. Just right there. Just that. Just like that. And like 2,500. Like gun lance, it just feels good. It does a lot of damage, and it's very viable. So if I swap this to the other version of the gun lance, this version is a really cool standout build I have actually of it. Because it's an interesting playstyle known as you sit there and you do nothing. Because you can just like super block basically. Because you have super regeneration, you just heal through everything. You block when you can, you offensive guard when you can, and you just like bash the shit out of someone. And its damage is only very, very, very slightly less than the optimal build. For Charge Blade, it's you play element, you play like whatever you want. If you want to be just like basic, you do Booming Charge. For Hunting Horn, it's this horn. It's the Paralyze Horn. This is just it's a multiplayer hunting build, 100%. But it works in single player way too well. So the best thing about this horn is that the status, divine, and ailments all line up to each other, so that they all feed into each other so you can play them one after the other by skipping a note. And you can always do the note skip as you can if you're quick enough and you play the timing system right. Yes. And problem is Gunlance has a single build that is... There's actually a third build that is like half. That is half. One and half the other. So you have like half Arkveld, half the new monster, fucking Zoshia. And then so you just do infinite damage. Yeah, and then G Lawful Boris is the gun. Hunting Horn, there's a ton of weapons that are viable. Basically everything. The bowguns, the boreguns, yeah. But this is like what I find to be the most funny viable is because of the Echo Wave Paralysis. So and like 1,600 damage in a stun. And then like that's not with status attack up. That's another stun. It's paralyzed now. And it's just ridiculous. Like, it is also a good song. But like, for a Zoshia hunt, for example, this horn will paralyze him 8 times or 9 times in a single hunt. And it will also stun him 3 or 4 times for a Zoshia hunt. And the fastest hunt I've had with Zoshia is with this weapon. Also, thank you. Which was like I think like a 10-minute hunt. Which is like crazy. And it was just with randoms too. And the reason also this hunting horn is also just very nice is because a lot of the time this song is named Impossible by James Arthur. Because of the all elements negated, fire doesn't matter. All that random bullshit he does, dragon element, doesn't matter. So you don't need to worry about him like ruining any status or element weapons that you brought. A divine protection triggers so fucking often on this, it's ridiculous. So you're just giving them divine blessing 3 for nothing. And then if they're running status weapons like you are, it's insane with the status attack up. And then you just sit there and you echo wave paralysis over and over into the dude, and he just sits there and he can't do anything about it. And they just wail on him. It's so beautiful. Also, if I didn't say it, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Like, there's a couple horns that are very, very viable. It is. So, like, for hunting horn, like, this Omilka's horn is fine. Queen Cornmaker is also really good horn, because it has attack up L, recovery speed L, and echo wave blunt, which is a stun horn. So this is a stun horn that gives everyone an attack up L and recovery, and it's funny. And then there's the Ajaricon horn, which is also very viable as a blast horn. So you have echo wave blast, you have earplugs, and you have attack up L again. And you just whack the motherfucker. Charge Blade, you just choose based upon the element, obviously. If you want to just be basic, you just do Blast or something. You can also do a Fourier build, but that's really funny. Bow, it's still element, I think, but it's like funky. I can't really talk too much about it because I can't say it, because I haven't done too much. Dual Blades I can't speak on currently because I'm just like doing funny sleep builds and like funny Zoshia build. Because I have a funny Zoshia faceplant build with it, which is weirdly viable. So if I swap over here, so I just call it Godblade. But if we're taking a look at this, Razor Sharp 3, or that's another thing. Crit Eye 5, Crit Boost 1, Wave Flame Torrent, Weakness Exploit 5, Agitator 5, Adrenaline Rush 2, Con, Evade Window, Recovery Speed, Counter Strike, Divine Blessing, Stamina Surge, Marathon Runner, Coalescence, and Elemental Absorption. And because you're using the Zoshia weapons, you're also getting the White Flame triggers. And it's yeah. You start doing a bunch of damage when you dodge a hit in this build. Because then you can go into arc, you can go into the major, like, the boosted arc demon mode, and just, like, dish out so much damage. And in this build is literally just all Zoshia. It's 4-piece Zoshia. Because this build is no brain, stab the monster. That is what this build is. You have super recovery 2. You have the recovery speed up. And you just int into the monster. And in a multiplayer hunt, you get a bunch of wounds as well. So in a multiplayer hunt, all you do is this over and over again. And you play the little theme inside your head. And you just do that back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. By that I mean the Attack on Titan theme in your head. Da 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 da. You just do this over and over again. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Obviously, it's not the best build to use, but if it's a Dragon Week enemy, pretty great, honestly. You can most certainly change critical boost for critical elements. You can actually crit with element on it. Exactly. This is Levi. This is Levi. You just become Levi. You're cosplaying Levi. Why is Counter-Strike there? Oh yeah. Counter-Strike is here because I'm stupid. And I just get hit. When I could just do all Adrenaline Rush. Counter-Strike is Adrenaline Rush. I'm stupid. Counterattack is Adrenaline Rush. Counter-Strike is from the weapon armor. My brain is fried. It's fucking almost midnight. My brain is fried. Yeah. Adrenaline Rush makes it nice. So the evade window 2 plus the massive evasion window on the dual blades already, and you just sit there and you just dash back and forth and you just stab them. And you just hit them. That's all you do. Not much to it, honestly. I tried building a 4A bow. It's not good. I didn't sleep dual blades because I'm funny and I'm stupid. Yeah. Next on the list for weapons to, like, build for is going to be lance and hammer. So, we're going to see how that goes. I miss aerial greatsword, though, so I'm going to put away greatsword for a while, probably. Because I liked doing flip-a-dip-dip. I just flew into the air and spun in Rise. It was fun. And for Ultimate, it was also fun, because I could just do slight ledges and roll up them and go whack. So you can roll on your allies in that. That was fun. My friend uses Swack, so I don't step on his toes. Insect Glaive used to be my baby, but they keep changing it. And this game, I don't know how to say it. It's like if you're not in focus mode with Insect Glaive, you're... And I don't even know if they changed it in focus mode or not. The way you move in the air is based on where your hunter is facing and not where your camera is facing. Focus mode might have changed that since the beta, but I know it's still that way when not in focus mode. So, in other games, you would go based on where your camera is. So if you're looking somewhere, like, forward, your hunter's looking backwards. And so let's say your hunter's looking towards you and you're looking towards the monster. You want to dash away from the monster, you'd hold S and hit backwards because you're looking at it. And instead of dashing away from the monster, in this game you would dash towards the monster because the rear of your character is to the monster, not your camera. So it's based on that. And it's just so goddamn annoying, and it just felt uncomfy. But also, the Insect Glaive is insane in this game. The Insect Glaive was also insane in Rise. Like, the extract bombs, fucking nutty. But, like, the thing that people like about the Insect Glaive is, like, never touch the ground. That's what you want to play. But that mode of play is usually not viable, and it's so sad. Like, you want to play 50-50 with this one. You want to play on the ground, and you want to play in the air. But I want to do that. I just want to be in the air. I want to have it viable. To a degree. Please, just let me be in the air to a degree. That's all you wish for. And I haven't really hunted with hammer in this game yet, so I can't really speak too much. I mean, I've done it in the beta, and I started the game off with hammer. But it just felt slightly clunky to me. So I think, I don't know, maybe I'm just rusty with hammer. Because I haven't really played hammer that much in Rise, and I haven't played hammer too much since I played it in World. Yeah, like, my main weapons I played, first ever weapon I took up, dual blades, or it was technically the lance, and then it was a medium bowgun, which was in try and doesn't exist past that. We won't talk about medium bowgun. And then for Ultimate, I picked up dual blades. And I played through the game for a while until I could hit a roadblock. And then I played the Insect Glaive. And I took the Insect Glaive all the way through the Fatalis fights, all the way through the end game of the main hub story, and not going into G rank because I didn't have the Nintendo Online stuff. So I couldn't actually do G rank without being in solo, and I did not want to fight 4-person HP G rank on my own. I wasn't that good as a child. Then I came into World and I played through on dual blades, and then I played through on light bowgun. I've played through it on bowgun. I've played through it on gun lance. The gun lance felt so bad in World because slap lance did more damage than just normal gun lance. Like, the whole point of the gun lance is to make it go boom boom with blast, but you didn't do that in WoW or in World because it was just bad. It was better to just slap, slap, slap. And it just felt antithetical, to its entire position in the game. And Hunting Horn keeps changing every goddamn game. Ugh. Peak Gunlance's Rise. I am doing pretty decent. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I got a bunch of clips for my English project, so means tomorrow I can just start writing and clipping. Then Sword and Shield, I did a little bit of building in Rise, but not too much. I never took it up in World. Yeah. These are pretty good. I'm glad you're doing good. And I don't really ever play Heavy Bowgun because, well, I mean, I have a bunch of homework, so like, and I'm doing homework right now. It's like, because I need to write a paper, I need to make this thing, because this, what's this project called? Hold on, let me open up Canvas real quick. Because I need to do my rhetorical analysis paper, but I am lazy, and I haven't done it yet. I need to do it to pass the class. Doesn't matter if I just need to turn once I'm coming in. The thing I'm working on is multimodal argument, which is you do an argument of some kind, you argue it like you are using rhetorical analysis, basically. Except you're the one arguing. And you do it in multiple modes. So I'm not the only one. So the hammer does feel clunky and gotten dirty. Like, it has some really cool moves to it. But it just feels wrong. It's so weird. Like, everything in this game got a +1. Really, like, got a decent +1. Besides, like, hammer, light bowgun, heavy bowgun, and bow. Those 4 weapons got fucking yeeted into the stratosphere. Like, bow, light bowgun, and heavy bowgun are the 3 lowest damage weapons out there. Hammer is at least a little better than them, but, like, it's still bottom. It's still bottom half. And it feels a little clunky now. It doesn't have, like, major smooth transitions. And, like, the +1 the hammer got is not as good as everything else. Like, the focus strike for the hammer, I'm not a big fan of it. I wish it was something cooler. Like, I really wish, like, the focus strike for the hammer was, like, attaching with, like, this... Now, hear me out. This is basically World, but you would just, like, attach with the slinger and just, like, do a major, like, swing up and smack it and do a quick knockdown. Like, you brace, pull back, and jump forward and just, like, smack the motherfucker. Like, that would be sick. It just doesn't feel flashy like everything else does. Light bowgun's focus strike is just, like, shoot a grenade launcher, which cool. I've had some cool shots with it. Like, I've shot an off-map Uzduna in the water with it, which was really cool because I exploded, like, a couple of his wounds, and it felt really cool to do that, but you can't really do that. I don't know what the heavy bowguns is. I have no fucking clue. The bows is really cool, but it got majorly nerfed. Also, I'm angry at the bows because they do no damage, but they take all the fucking wounds, and as someone who plays Charge Blade, I need those wounds to fucking function. You either need to do a perfect guard, which, doable, sure, or you need a wound to actually be able to do damage. Otherwise, you're just stuck in sword form. And Gunlance, the Gunlance's focus strike feels so, so good. Gunlance got done so, so well. Hold on, let me just, like... I just broke it, because I'm stupid. please. One more. There we go. So the focus strike on this is like you just drill in, and it's just like the monster's just like stun locked the entire time, and you're like you're just like spearing it in the fucking face, and it feels just great to do. And if you hit them, because the hitbox for it is so far in front of you, you can use it as a way to stop like charging monsters too if they have a wound on their face or a limb that's in front of them. And it just feels good. And you can move while doing it. Which, oh, it feels good. Also, it does a fuckload of damage. It is one of the hardest to hit, I'd say, but still, it just feels good. And that's the main thing about the focus strikes. I just want them to feel good. Haunting Horn's focus strike is decent. So you hit the spot, it's hard to hit. You hit them in the spot, and then you play notes. And each note does damage to it, and you get 5 notes. Which is really cool. You can do that in quick succession. So you can hit 5 notes in succession while it's in like the triple zone, and you just do a fuck ton of damage. It's cool. Dual blades, yeah, it did exactly what it needs to do. Insect glaive, I don't remember what it does, but it looks cool. Switch axe, I know what it does, but it looks cool. Lance, I haven't seen. Hammer feels bad. Greatsword is like Greatsword has two different focus strikes, by the way, 2. And it depends on if you're doing a forward focus strike or like a side swipe focus strike. Because you can do both, by the way. And they have different animations and different amounts of damage. Yeah, the hammer just felt really inconsistent with the focus strike for what you need to. And like it felt like you wanted to hit multiple like wounds at the same time with the hammer focus strike, but you just didn't. Like if it gave it a bit wider of a hitbox or something, it'd be a lot better. Like, hi cat. Right, give me. There we go. What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, it felt great. Why am I faster? This feels different. Like, this feels different than it did before. Like, it feels better. What the fuck did they do while I was gone? Yeah, the sidestep speed of the hammer is like much faster. Like it has that little animation stutter too. That stops point. It feels decent actually. Like I can do mini adjustments. Oh yeah, that was one of the things that I talked about in the subreddit. I forgot about that. Oh. Okay, I might take up hammer again. Okay, I might actually take up hammer again. That felt so much better than it did before. Oh my god. But also, that update, why did you nerf bowguns again? They are performing so poorly. And the community's like, yeah, they feel terrible. Like, the only way to make it manageable is for us to ride on the Psycrets and take a damage adjustment. It's like, yeah, we have less damage, but the recoil just neutralizes out, so it's not a negative. It's like, if you brought it down to, like, 20% reduction, people would have stopped it. But they nuked it in the ground with a 60% reduction instead of a 10% reduction. And it just feels bad. Like, really, really bad. Anyway. This is the poison foray bow I built, but it's just like currently. Yeah, they've lost the point of a bowgun. Like nothing it does feels complete, which is the biggest problem it has. Okay, so we're gonna build the Mizutsune bowgun real quick. Because also the adjusted bowgun, bows, and or Mizutsune bow, I mean.
Anything catch your eye?
Do I have enough stuff? I don't have enough hundreds bullets, whatever. This is fine.
Look good.
Like, it
Alright.
comes with crit element. Like, it is good. It comes with crit element. It's so good.
Got something in mind?
Oh. Alright, let's fortune Ardian weapon. Let's forge a Ardian hammer real quick.
Let's see what
Alright,
we can come up
disc.
with.
Do we have blast attack 8? Cool. Blast attack. Blast attack. Forge.
Good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We are then going to upgrade.
Alright, let's see what we can come up with.
Just reinforce this twice. Elements and affinity, I mean, that's fine. It's not the best. Like, it exists now, which is like the main point. So, I'm gonna go to the training area real quick. Like, at least the hammer gets like a cool Ardian weapon. Focus Slugger. We'll do that. Although it should be probably better if I did like Slugger Focus actually, in all honesty. If I had a... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal the Godblade build here. I'm going to swap this to Hammer. And then I am going to... Okay, so 10%. 40. 40. So I'm at 40% crit. So I need more crit. So I can't do this build, actually. So I need 2-piece gore at least. Legs? Can I put gore legs in without being like bad? Have I not made the gore legs? I did, okay. Okay, gore legs. Okay. What is anti? Stamina. Okay. Can I replace this? It's 2 points of agitator. Oh, maybe. So agitator is 15. So it's what? Clear history, so it's 15 plus 30 plus 10. 30, 15, 30, 10. I can drop the 2 agitator, I think, for the gore legs. The gore hips, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. Gore hips are fine. I will just need to do agitator jewels. Cool. I can fit into destroyer, so I have problem is I need antivirus. Score is 10. I'm antivirus 1. Is there an antivirus tool? Divine Blessing, Water, Dragon Poisonous Eyes, Divine Resistance, Recovery, Antivirus. Yes, there is antivirus. They're 1 slots. Cool, so I can actually put them in. Sane Jewels. So I have antivirus 3. Cool. This is actually a good build, I think. I need Marathon Runner. I need Marathon Runner, so I need Sprinter Jewels. Constitution's fine, but I need Marathon Runner for the hammer. It's Focus KO. So Focus 3, and then... Love Airborne. Airborne attack. And then I'll just put an attack jewel. Because I'm a weirdo. Don't mind me. I have an airborne. I would love to put more slugger in. But oh, charge up attack boost though. That's probably a lot more viable. Sadly, that's probably a lot more viable. And then like this is probably the build. Because I even get a part breaker in this. That's just so much better. This feels so good. Alright. Hammer feels so much better now. Yeah, I'm gonna save this hammer build. I am gonna run this hammer build, I think, for a while. I'll need to upgrade this hammer and re-roll some stuff, probably. But... let me just register. Then I'm rename. Unga Bunga. So I need... For this, I need to go to Oil Basin. I need to go to base camp. And I need to do a quick change of stuff. Do I need to shower? Go to the forge.
I've got
Festival shares.
Shy now.
Take all, thank you.
Bet you can make use of that.
Bye, Mom. I need another 90 points, so I'll put one of you in.
Time to get started. See ya.
Cool. Go back over here. Go back to Gemma. Reinforce.
Who doesn't love a little ancient technology? Like
See if these are any good. The answer is they are terrible.
Okay, let's crack a few ancient mysteries.
Doesn't matter, I'm just gonna equip a longsword for this. Because they are absolutely bad.
Alright, let's see what we can come up with.
It just feels bad. Okay.
Alright, let's
So
see what
instead,
we
we're
can
gonna
come
forge
up
another one. Forge another hammer. Blast attack. Blast attack. I don't have a blast attack, so blast affinity, that's fine.
with. Look good.
Equip as primary. We are going to reinforce it.
Let's crack a few ancient mysteries.
Just do 4 right away, just see what we can get. Element, affinity, attack. It's not the best. I should probably like...
Who doesn't love a little
'Kay.
ancient technology?
One more. Hammer.
Who doesn't love a little ancient technology?
Then I'll have to like farm these again, and I don't wanna. But I will.
I'm ready to work.
Because I want 15% affinity. So having one is like fine.
Okay, let's crack a few ancient mysteries. I'm ready to work.
Affinity, element. So, it's 25. Okay. plus the 30. This might not be the worst. It's also very confusing. So it's 25. Plus 30. Plus 25 from gore. Plus 15 is 95% crit. 100% on wounds. With Agitator active, that's not bad.
Fit you to a T.
Okay, I will forage a little bit more and then...
Now this is the stuff.
Alright. 55, and then I need 3. Smelt,
You
yes.
got it.
I'm doing this and then I'm going to bed. So that'll be 3 hours.
Come anytime you need something.
And I think this hammer will be good.
You keeping stock?
Hey,
Like, it's non-optimal, but, like, it's good enough.
doesn't love a little ancient technology.
Attack boost. That's exactly what I wanted. Cool. Alright. That's good enough. That is good enough for me. That's good enough. 95% crit.
See you later.
100 on wounds. That's perfect. And now that it's fully maxed out, we've unlocked the best portion of this. I'm gonna get this done real quick and then I'm coming. Like, this is the best combo I can think of. Like, that is just a fuckload of damage. Alright. I have my build. I have my hammer build. Attack 3. Focus Slugger. And then... Charge up, attack. Perfect. Because then charge attacks do even more damage, and we have a insanely decent, I think, hammer build. Perfect. Alright. And I'm going to call that it for the night. Thank you for hanging around TikTok. Thank you for hanging around Twitch. But TikTok, you always go first, so I will say goodbye first. Thank you for hanging out. It is late as hell. I'm gonna go to sleep. Au revoir. Bye bye, TikTok.